Okay, so next we've got our kettlebell squat. There's a couple of variations. I'm going to show you a goblet squat hold just for the tutorial here today. With that, we're going to actually be holding the kettlebell by the side handles, what we call the horns. To get to those side handles, I'm going to have to do a little kind of explosive movement to grab, but I'll show you how when we get there. Same key points. Feet are pressed tight into the floor. I'm trying to activate the tripod, trying to keep the big toe pressing into the floor, heels driving into the floor, almost like I'm trying to push the floor away from me before I ever even start. When I actually get into my squat position, same thing as before. We want our pelvis kind of tucked a little bit. Low back is neutral. When I have the bell in my hand this time, I'm still using that retract depress trick with my shoulders, almost like I'm trying to break the bell in half this way. So I'm going to squeeze, this is going to stay back, and as I go into my squat, as I descend, I'm trying to push the floor away from me as I go into my drop, and I'm also trying to push it even harder away from me as I come into my ascent, raising back up. So without the weight, it looks kind of like this. And I'm going to finish about right here, almost like we're a catcher in baseball or softball. From there, I'm just going to drive out, and I pull that hip back under me, tuck it a little bit. The kneecaps should almost move up a little bit to lock out the quads. One other thing we always talk about it with kettlebell training is trying to keep this rib cage closed. When you make that break with your shoulder blades, it helps to do that, but just always remember before you take off, kind of pull that rib cage down a little bit, be tight. So you start with the bell, again, kind of between the ankles. We're going to make this explosive move to get it by grabbing the top handle, popping it up, and then grabbing the sides. We're going to set, and then we'll go into our squat. So it looks like this. My eyes are forward, so my neck is not looking down. Grab here. It's real simple. Pull back, pelvis is tucked, driving the floor away, pause, drive the floor away again. From the side, heads up, grab, tuck, drop, press out. And that's the squat.